I'm Sonia Madison, Compliance Consultant for Brightshire Consulting and Legal Analyst for Television and Radio. I'm going to discuss an important lesson for employers to consider subsequent to the NFL's shortcomings this week. Now, many of you are familiar with the public scrutiny the NFL faced, so I won't go into great detail. But to summarize, just as criticism of the 2-day suspension involving Ray Rice was beginning to die down, video footage showing Ray Rice assaulting his then-fiancée Janae Rice was released. Subsequently, Greg Hardy of the Carolina Panthers was convicted of domestic violence, and Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings was indicted on child abuse charges. So what can an employer do to address violence outside of the workplace? It is important for an employer to draft a policy. Now, before you put pen to paper, there are some important factors to consider. First, define what is violence. Include domestic violence, include assault, include threatening words. Whatever you decide to be or to constitute violence, make sure you include it in the policy. Second, define all parties involved with the policy or affected by the policy. This includes the victim, aggressors, and immediate family. Now, it's important to keep in mind that in some states, victims are required to receive protection when it comes to domestic violence situations. Therefore, you want to review your local and state policies to make sure your policy is in compliance with the law. Secondly, you want to define what it is to be an aggressor. Do you, as an employer, want to investigate the situation? Do you, as an employer, want to wait on law enforcement to make an arrest? Or do you, as an employer, want to wait on a conviction before deciding whether or not your employee is in fact an aggressor in the situation? Keep in mind, the EEOC does scrutinize decisions that are made based on arrest. Finally, you want to determine what type of action to take. This can include a written warning, this can include a verbal warning, suspension, or termination. If you need assistance on drafting a policy, contact me at 404-615-9477 or via email at sonia@brightshareconsulting.com.